What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Triple Z. I'm your host, Isaiah Henry. Haliburton stuns the Cavs with a game-winning three as the Pacers take a 2-0 lead in the series, 120 to 119. Let me start by saying this. The overrated noise surrounding Tyrese Haliburton needs to pipe down. It really needs to pipe down. I said in my last video, when I saw that article or survey of NBA players voting who's the most overrated player, and the number one player was Tyrese Haliburton, I just couldn't get down with that. It didn't make any sense to me. I just don't understand how a great three-point shooter, who's one of the league's best playmakers and decision makers, has probably one of the greatest assist to turnover ratios in NBA history, all-star talent, all-NBA talent, Olympian talent. A lot of people forget that Tyrese Haliburton was a part of the 2024 USA Olympic team that won a gold medal. And also, Tyrese Haliburton is the engine to a great Pacers offense, one of the best offenses in the NBA. And this Pacers team just took 2 games on the road in Cleveland against the best team in the Eastern Conference. And Tyrese Haliburton hits the game-winning three-point shot to have a 2-0 lead, to give the Pacers a 2-0 lead going back to Indiana. That's overrated? Are we watching these games? Are we watching what Tyrese Haliburton is doing in the playoffs? His last 3 playoff games, Tyrese Haliburton has been the reason for the Pacers winning. Game 5 against the Milwaukee Bucks, Tyrese Haliburton calls an isolation play on Giannis Antetokounmpo. You have to be crazy to do that. To call out Giannis Antetokounmpo and say, yo, guard me on this perimeter. Tyrese Haliburton, left to right crossover, scores the go-ahead bucket, sends Milwaukee home. Game 1 in the second round against Cleveland, Tyrese Haliburton scores 22 points, pretty damn efficiently, but in the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds of that game in the fourth quarter, he plays great defense. Gets a stop on Donovan Mitchell, gets 2 big-time blocks on Ty Jerome and Max Strus. Not to mention, he also had 13 assists with just 1 turnover. And then last night in Game 2, he's at the free throw line. He makes the first free throw, but he misses the second free throw, grabs his own offensive rebound, backs it out. Time is running down in the fourth quarter. He gets to his spot, step back 3, hits the game-winning shot. The Pacers have a 2-0 lead in the series going back to Indiana. How is that overrated? How is that over? Like I said, I just couldn't get down with people saying Tyrese Haliburton is overrated. Are we serious right now? He has shown time and time again that when the playoffs calls for it, he's there to answer. He is there to answer. The last 3 games, I just went over it. He's won them the game. Oh, man. I just don't understand. And, the Pacers needed this one. I'm happy they didn't roll over and were satisfied with, oh, well, we got game 1. They'll probably come out in game 2, win, and we're going back to Indiana 1-1. No. As soon as we found out that Evan Mobley and Darius Garland, 2 all-star players for the Cavaliers, and DeAndre Hunter, a great bench player for the Cavs as well, weren't playing, the Pacers needed to be greedy. They needed to be greedy in Game 2, to the point where they're asking for seconds, thirds, fourths, and fifths. They needed to be that greedy. And you would think with the Cavs missing Mobley, Garland, and Hunter, the Pacers would be up 20, 30 points in this game, right? They blow out the Cavs. That wasn't the case. The Cavs came out with more energy and urgency in Game 2. Donovan Mitchell was relentless getting to the rim. He was willing to finish over whoever the lone man was around the basket. Miles Turner, he got a dunk on Pascal Siakam. It didn't matter. He was relentless getting to the free throw line. And with the Cavs, missing some big-time players, when you think about it, the Cavaliers are one of the deepest teams in the NBA, and they have one of the best benches in the league as well. Max Strus had a hot hand in this game, went 5 of 12 from 3, scored 23 points. Jared Allen, playing ethical basketball, shot 77% from the floor. He's a big man that can step to the free throw line 8 times and make all 8 of his free throws. He scored 22 points. Sam Merrill didn't get the start in this game, but he shot 4 of 9 from 3. You got good bench minutes from Isaac Okoro. He got to the free throw line a couple of times. Craig Porter Jr. had some defensive plays as well. Ty Jerome, 1 of 14 from the floor. 1 of 14 from the floor. That's not going to get it done. With Ty Jerome, he had a great first round against the Miami Heat, but that needs to translate into round 2 against a better Pacers team. The Pacers are way better than the Miami Heat. So Ty Jerome, you need to come to the party a little bit earlier. 1 of 14 when Evan Mobley, Darius Garland and DeAndre Hunter is out. Like, Ty Jerome, you need to be the next man up. Because look at Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell had a way better game than game one. I know he scored 33 points, but it wasn't as efficient, right? He only went 1 of 11 from 3, didn't shoot too great from the floor. But in game 2, attempted 30 shots again, but it was much more efficient. 15 of 30 from the floor, 1 of 7 from 3. I think, yeah, he's like 2 of 18 from 3. I don't know what's going on with his 3 ball because he's been like one of the best 3-point shooters in the NBA, but these last 2 games from 3, he has not been on one. Scored 48 points, had 4 steals, 9 assists, went to the free throw line 21 times, made 17 of them. So it's not like the Cavs just rolled over and was like, damn, we don't got 2 all-star players, we don't got this bench player, you know what, let's just call it how it is, and you know, we're gonna compete, but we probably don't have a good chance in this game. No. The Cavs were in control of this entire game until the last minute and 3 seconds of the game. I wrote it down in that fourth quarter. I don't know what happened to the Cavaliers. They struggled defensively and they just couldn't inbound the ball correctly. There was a few moments where I'm counting with the referees, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and like the Cavs would call a timeout. I'm like, damn, they really can't get the ball in. And Indiana has these moments where they know how to turn it up in certain moments defensively, like especially when they press you up 94 feet and they're scrambling around defensively. Like the Pacers know how to play winning defense when it calls for it. But in the last minute in the fourth quarter, I wrote it all down. The Cavs are up 117 to 112. Siakam fouls Donovan Mitchell. Now, based on the reaction from Siakam and Rick Carlisle, they weren't supposed to foul. I don't even know why you would foul in that situation. Like, there's like, what, a minute left and you're only down 5. You get a stop. You test your luck offensively. Maybe you get a 3. Maybe you get a 2. Maybe you get an and 1. Maybe you get a 4-point play. Like, try to see what you get offensively, but just fouling immediately, I didn't like that decision from Pascal Siakam, but he knew he messed up. Mitchell makes both free throws, 119 to 112. Siakam gets fouled. He makes up for it, but he misses both free throws. And on the second miss, I swear, I blinked, and when I open my eyes, all I see is Aaron Nesmith getting a putback dunk out of nowhere. Like, in a split second, when I was blinking, I was like, and I opened, like, Nesmith has a putback dunk. I'm like, damn, that came out of nowhere. So then the lead is now 119 to 114. Then the Cavs, oh no, because Nesmith, when he got the putback dunk, the officials are trying to see, like, was it above the cylinder? Was it in the cylinder? But then it took so long. It's like, if I'm able to, you know, figure out, like, it was out of the cylinder, all right, let's get the game going, and the referees have to, like, watch it over and over again. I'm like, come on. Like, why are we delaying this so damn long? So then the Cavaliers get the ball back. The ball gets inbounded, but Donovan Mitchell commits an offensive foul. An offensive foul, he hits Nesmith in the head. Wasn't intentional, a typical basketball play. But shout out to Nesmith just getting to the spot before Donovan Mitchell. And then, you know, Mitchell just commits a regular foul. Nothing, you know, with bad intention, but he hits him in the head. But Pacers end up getting the ball. Pascal Siakam gets a running layup, 119 to 116. Now, I just talked about it before, that the Cavaliers had a hard time inbounding the ball. Who inbounds the ball? I think Max Strus on the sideline. Max Strus sees Ty Jerome open for a split second. He throws it to Ty Jerome, but here comes Andrew Nembhard getting the steal for the Pacers. He gives it to Haliburton. Haliburton gets fouled. And here's where things get interesting. Haliburton makes the first free throw. So then the score is what? 117, 119. Cavaliers up 2. He misses the second free throw. Gets his own offensive rebound. 12 seconds left. Time's running down. He's trying to figure out, all right, what do I want to get to? All right, he gets to a spot. Step back 3. Knocks it down right over Ty Jerome. And the Pacers have a 2-0 lead in the series. Wow, what an ending. That was a crazy ending. I was like, this is insane. And I know, I mean, the Cavs had a lead of like 20. Their biggest lead was 20. But I didn't think to myself that, like, oh, the Cavaliers had this in the bag. Because the Pacers, I had it in my notes, they were staying with it. Like they were in reach the entire time, whether it's like Andrew Nemhard, making a couple of mid-range shots, or who else had a great game? Like Neesmith went 5 of 8 from 3. He's been hot from 3 in this series. You had Miles Turner with a much better game scoring-wise, 23 points, had 5 blocks. There was moments where he was around the rim and he missed some easy layups, but then when it really called for it to take his time and get a good shot around the rim, that's what he got to. Aaron Neesmith didn't have a great offensive game shooting the ball, but had 13 assists. Had 13 assists. So when you have a backcourt that are two great ball handlers that can facilitate, play make decisions, get you into your offense, that's such a luxury to have. That's such a luxury to have. And, Opie Toppin gave you good minutes. Same with TJ McConnell. Well, TJ McConnell at the start, how many turnovers did he have? 3? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Not to start the game, at least. It felt like he had 5. He just couldn't get inside the paint. And, we know that's TJ McConnell's game. He likes to get in the paint. He likes to, do a Nash dribble around that baseline. But there was a moment where the Cavs defense, the Pacers just couldn't create penetration to get inside the paint. The Cavs defense was that great. But yeah, TJ McConnell hit a couple of mid-range shots. Benedict Mathurin in the third quarter really kept the Pacers around. He really kept the Pacers around. Finished the game with 19 points, shot 6 of 10 from the floor, went 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He's athletic, has good body control. He made the most free throws for the Pacers, so that was pretty big. But him in the third quarter was really big for the Indiana Pacers to, get themselves back into this ball game. And now the Pacers have a 2-0 lead in the series. This is a really good Pacers team. They didn't have the same offensive game they had last game in game 1, where it felt like they were flawless offensively, but here they are in game 2, and everyone is able to contribute when it matters most. Pascal Siakam, making some big plays, right? He got the and one. Let's not forget about that. He had an and one play that was pretty damn big that brought the game within 6 points, I believe. He got to the free throw line. He did miss them, but he was aggressive enough to get to the free throw line. Nemhard, he's been so damn good, man. I don't care that he shot 38%, but he's been so damn good. He's a winning player. He is a winning player. He makes big time plays. And then Tyrese Haliburton, 19 points, had 1 turnover, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, hits the game winning shot. You can't overrate that, man. You cannot overrate that. So Cleveland, let's see how they bounce back. Hopefully they get, Mobley and Darius Garland and DeAndre Hunter back, because this would suck if they go to Indiana and they don't have their core players. That would suck. And now, they're on the brink of facing a Pacers team who have all the momentum, who honestly should have been satisfied with just one game, but here they are in game 2, winning a game within the last minute. And Pacers had a few games like that in the regular season where they've been down 5-7 points with a minute and 13 seconds left, and they end up winning the game. I don't know how they do it. They're so unpredictable. It works almost every single time. So shout out to the Indiana Pacers.